Hi everyone, this is Katie Rudo and I'm an outbound sourcing recruiter sales here in San Francisco and I support our teams in the West. Today what I'm going to talk to you about is our SMB account executives profiles. SMB is small business and growth business combined and combined usually anywhere from about 2 to 6 sometimes about 2 to 5 years of experience. So what I would love to talk to you about is what you're looking for when you're looking at profiles from an inbound or outbound perspective. The things that we typically look for are 1, education, location, company, industry, years of experience, and tenure. So what I would love to do is show you a profile of someone who was recently hired for SMB here in San Francisco, walk you through his LinkedIn profile, and cover all of the things that we just mentioned, and then from there we'll recap after. So this is Michael Cafesi. So he just started here as an account executive for growth business. So growth business, again, is going to be more of the 4 to 5 years of closing experience. So if you look right here, first of all, as far as education, Michael did go to Azusa Pacific University. If you scroll down, you'll see that he actually not only obtained his bachelor's, but he also obtained his master's as well. That's not a need to have, the master's, but it's always a nice to have. And then as far as location, you'll see that he is here in San Francisco Bay Area. Usually if we're hiring in San Francisco, as long as you're about 45 minutes to about 55 minutes away, it's commutable, as obviously there's a lot of transportation in the Bay Area, but always ask if it's something that they're open to. In this case, Michael lives in San Francisco, so it wasn't a problem, but once you go a little further, since it is an in-office role, the teams always want to be mindful that it's a commute that they're open to and it's not an hour and a half away. So that's location. The next thing is just looking at the companies he's been with. So as you can see, he was at Quantcast for 2 years and 5 months as an account executive and then a senior account executive. So really nice to see that tenure, that he was obviously there, he did really well, and then he was promoted to a senior account executive. That 2 years and 5 months tenure is going to be really important to the teams. Quantcast is also a great company. They sell software, so coming from a complex consultative sales approach. Before that, he was with Glassdoor as an account executive. So again, Glassdoor is a great company. Might not be as complex or consultative as Quantcast, but was still there for 1.5 years. Pretty great tenure there. And then probably just wanted to move on to sell a more complex product, and that's probably why he went to Quantcast. Prior to that, he did Grainger, which is obviously not necessarily software, but it is hardware, and Grainger also, they have a pretty great sales program, so seeing that on his profile would definitely be a reason to reach out. And then before that, looks like he had an internship as a business consultant. So kind of tells a story if you look at his LinkedIn too. It's always been within sales, consultant, territory sales rep, AE, and then to senior AE. And then, of course, landed here at Salesforce. So those are all things to look at when considering company. And then bringing it all together, again, just the years of experience. So all in all, starting with Grainger, he has about 5 years of experience, which definitely lines him up to be a perfect growth business account executive. If we were to consider small business, usually the teams are okay with a profile like this with about 2 to 3 years of experience based on where they're coming from. So we talked about education. He has his bachelor's and master's. We also covered location. He's in San Francisco. Companies that he came from, 2 really highly reputable software companies. Industry, relevant computer software. And then years of experience and tenure. Great. So that covers SMB. Any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out. Thanks.